First off, hello. I'm Jackson Machesky.
I'm Isa.
I'm one of the co-arrangers of the original musical, Already Home.
And I'm the writer, director, and composer of Already Home. So if we start from the beginning with the opening number, I don't even really remember when I sent this one to you, but I know that for me, the first thing that I wanted to kind of go off of was the kind of rhythmic structure and chord structure that I heard in a lot of songs that kind of gave me the feeling that I wanted the opening number to have. So I went to Florence and the Machine, Dog Days Are Over. I went to the finale of Six the Musical, Ugly Heart by GRL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And kind of just read that sheet music for a while and kind of got that in my brain before I started writing the orchestration, which was the first thing that I think I wrote was the piano rhythm that starts out.
That makes sense.
And yeah, so that was kind of what I sent you originally. So like, what was your process going into the
A year ago, I didn't know I'd be here. I didn't know I'd move this far away. But even though I'm leaving my big sister, the time has come and it's a new day.
The opening, I think that you sent this to me I think February or early March.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was before the pandemic, or right when it started. You had sent some videos in a Snapchat group that me and you and Maeve were in.
Yeah.
That was originally in a minor key, because I don't think you would change the key signature yet. So
Right.
what I got, I actually wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to be a minor key song, but it wasn't. It was
a sad song, the rest of the songs.
Yeah,
right?
I was expecting it to be a sad song, just from what you had sent.
Mm.
But the comparison to the finale of Six the Musical actually makes perfect sense. The piano rhythm is very, very much. It reminds me of how guitars are played.
Yeah.
It's very much it's rhythmic as opposed to melodic. So when I got it, originally when we had talked about pitching the show, we had talked about a string quartet.
Mm-hmm.
So what my goal was to keep the piano rhythm pretty consistent throughout while we were doing violins, and then modify the violin parts to create some melodic structures and some counterpoint to sort of fill out the song. That ended up not happening. And we'll talk about that more later, I think, with probably Time and Come What May.
Yeah.
And a couple other songs, I think. But when it came to my process of orchestrating that song, I did very little in regards to what you already had, because I think that song, the structure of that song was already really well done. It was just verse chorus, bridge, extended chorus, essentially. That works really, really well, and I didn't have to change very much from a theory perspective.
Yeah.
Just because the melody was already pretty, the rhythmic structure of the piano was already pretty sound. So yeah, Already Home, the only things that I really did were change the ensemble parts and just structure some things a little bit more, add some more flair to the left hand, and just make it a little bit more structurally sound.
I think that was also the first song that you started to really get into Marie's character, because her bridge was different originally.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when you sent it back to me, I was like, this is a completely different rhythm, and I like it.
Yep.
And I think that was kind of the impetus for a lot of her music that came later, when her part was pretty much completely rewritten.
Mm-hmm.
But you can hear a lot of the things that she brings in musically and emotively later in the show, in just that one bridge where she comes in for the first time.
Yep. I think the change in meter for that entire section. Yeah, I felt like there needed to be. I think that what it was originally was it was a little bit more sort of how you had orchestrated. What number was that? I think Move a Mile, where it was a little bit more bare bones.
Yes.
Like there was a do 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 do, and then it would go into sort of a more bare bones piano part.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more. It's a term. It's called like bone making. Is a term that I like to use, where it's like you have the bare bones of what you want, and then it's the job of the arranger and the orchestrator to fill out those sections and to make it a little bit more sound, right? I think that was one of those sections that was like very much. It was bare bones. It was like, this is the idea. I know what you want, but it's a question of how do you get to what you want and plus it and make it even. It's the garbage, and like make it as, like how do you recreate the feel of what you're going for, right?
Yeah.
And I felt that with Marie, it was slowing down the tempo. It was sort of adding a different section that we hadn't heard before. Same basic chords, but quarter notes that da 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 da. Slow it down. Marie is a very expressive character. I feel like, she's very dramatic. Which we've talked about before and sort of joke about. So her music reflects those parts, those aspects of her personality, right?
Yeah, absolutely.